Is your name?
My name is Sujoy Majumder.
From how many years you have been there in Kalyani?
Well, I'm staying in Kalyani for the past 22 years.
Okay, so as per my information, your house is quite close to Central Park, right?
Yeah, sure.
So how do you see Central Park today as compared to what you have seen in the early 2000?
Well, if you are comparing Central Park as of 2018 to that of the early 2000, that is of 2001 or 2, something like that. So, first of all, I want to elaborate on three things. Like, firstly, on Central Park itself. So Central Park, as of means, as you know that if you are an inhabitant of Kalyani, Central Park is one of the main places. So if anyone is visiting Kalyani, like some of the outsiders, so as there are many places like many things like the banks, the post office, the telephone office, and also there are some many popular markets situated there. So it is like a very like ongoing place in Kalyani. So if you are talking about Central Park itself, the park as of the year 2001 or 2002, the park was like a jungle. It was not that of well maintained, or it was like a park should be like a garden, like flowers should be there. So it should be used for evening walks or morning walks, like any of the for any of the generations of the population of Kalyani. But in the early years, it was only just like a jungle, just like a park. It was not that of well maintained, or it was not used as such as it is used in 2018. So my first thing should be that point on the park itself. The second thing is that I like to elaborate on the road conditions. Previously, the roads were much narrower than that of today. The roads now is properly maintained and is quite wider than that of the early 2000s. Being narrower roads, the problem was that suppose these are not one way roads, these are two-way roads. So vehicles coming from both directions, it was quite difficult for them to overtake, or like going in this opposite direction. And second thing is, like, nowadays we can see that pavements are being created. So the pavements has really means made a difference, a huge difference, because previously narrower roads and also side of the road is like basically in rainy seasons we have to, like, being pedestrians, we have to face problems like mud problems. So walking was quite difficult, moving here and there, especially during rainy seasons, was quite difficult. But now, due to the creation of pavements and proper use of roads and wider roads, it has really made a difference in the transport, and basically in the transport section of the town. And thirdly, the means previously there is a huge this one a park, that is which we call as town club. So there, it's not a park actually, it's like a
It's a
field.
club.
it's
Yeah.
a it's a it's a field, a
Okay.
huge field is situated in the Central Park area. So that field was not being properly utilized. So nowadays that field is being utilized 365 days a year. Like normal days, people, the childs, or the mid sections, the mid populations, like the teenagers, or the ages between 20 to 25, they will be using the field for playing. And during the winter season mainly, that field is used for many fairs, for conducting many fairs and many particular cultural events, like the Kalyani Mela or the Kalyani Boyut Shop, which is being or means organized by many party organizations and also the Kalyani municipality. So I think that is a great initiative that has been taken by the this organizations, and which has helped the Kalyani population for in the field of entertainment, or showcasing their talents, or like bringing in artists from various parts of the country, and like it's like a fair.
Okay.
So I think these are the things that has been changed quite a lot in
Fine.
the recent
And
years.
lastly, means what's your opinion regarding the Kalyani Town Club? Because as we know, it's one of the earliest to host many sporting events in Kalyani before the stadium or the CAB ground came up, right?
Hmm.
So what do you want to say about that Kalyani Town Club?
Well, I think Kalyani Town Club has been a part of this town for quite a long time. So it was established way back when
Yeah, in the
Kalyani was,
1960s.
yeah,
Yeah.
1960s. So, and nowadays, Kalyan Town Club not only organizes the sport events, means apart from the sport events, and also Kalyan Town Club has many this ones like
Art
competitions,
exhibitions and yeah.
art competitions. You can go there to learn also. even karate, then MMAs,
Yes.
every different kind of sports are being organized by them. And apart from these sports, they also organize those fairs like Kalyani Mela and Kalyani Boyochop or Kalyani Fulan Mela. Even dog shows, I think, also they are being organized by the Kalyani Town Club only. So they have a quite a great contribution to the means for providing opportunities to the population of Kalyani in different ways, in various ways, basically.
So last of all, how do you see this transformation regarding the transformation of the town? How do you see this maybe a minor or a major development?
Well, I think if you tell me to categorize whether it's a minor or a major development, I'll tell that in terms of cultural events, it's a major development. In if you are telling in some other terms, like in terms of technology or in terms of industrialization, the development is not of that much this one. Means if you try to tell out the negatives, then you can see the industrial block in Kalyani, that is not that of a means of a boom as of now. Previously, it was much more better than that of 2018. So, in terms of cultural field, it's quite a major development. But in terms of other fields, it's not of that much.
Okay. Thank you for your valuable time.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.